McCann, it's Glorious Goodwood day 4, the Friday, and they reckon temperatures could get up to almost Gibraltar temperatures. They said 32 degrees. My word, it has been Glorious Goodwood as far as the weather's been concerned, Charles.
Yeah, it's due to, as you say, get hotter throughout the week. Just looking back yesterday on the Sussex Stakes, which we said was going to be one of the races of the season. I certainly think it is so far. It was slightly unsatisfactory in the fact that, Oisin Murphy came off Kamiko, the fourth horse, and said that he should have won and put his hand up. He certainly would have finished in the first two. It's debatable whether he would have beaten the older horse, Muhatha, who was very impressive. But we now know how good that the English Guineas form, I think, is superior to the Irish Guineas form. Absolutely great race. Typical of the champion jockey Murphy, that put his hand up, whether it was actually true or not, whether Kamiko, but he certainly would have finished first or second with a good run. But the feature race is the sprint on day 4 that Batash has won in the same way that Stradivarius, of course, had won the Goodwood Cup 3 years on the run. Batash has got the same sequence and really he's unopposable. But as you know, Stradivarius I thought was opposable by the 3-year-old. I can't see Liberty Beach choose the only sort of, I think, realistic danger to the favourite Batash in that race. But no, for me, Batash is a good thing to win 4 in a row as well. And again, another thing you would say, I know, Batash is a gelding, but again, it just shows it's great to have these horses come back year in year. It's almost like the Cheltenham Gold Cup, and at the moment with an awful lot, when you've got Enable, a 6-year-old, Stradivarius, a 6-year-old, and Batash, of course. Batash is a gelding, of course. But quickly going through, Invitational in the first race, the Oak Tree Stakes, quite fancy that, a 14-1. I think the favourite here, One Master, who we put up in the Falmouth Stakes. She didn't get the best of runs. That was a slowly run race. I just think the combination of 7 furlongs on fast ground, mate, and a low draw as well, she's drawn in stall 1 and she's normally held up, so she probably would need a bit of luck in running. Invitational from the front, she's drawn in stall 3. I thought she was crying out for a drop back to 7 furlongs last time. She finished 8th in the Royal Ascot, I think it was the Duke of Cambridge Stakes, but forget that, she was the best horse for 6.5, 7 furlongs, and I hope if Encini can hold on to it. She's the My Oberon as well in the next race. This horse, again, there's a short priced favourite in this, but I think the second favourite, My Oberon, is the one here. I think Calusi, just as a possibility, he's never run on fast ground on turf before, a very progressive horse though, but I thought My Oberon was really impressive at York last time, backed as if defeat was out the question. That's around about 5-2. Prompting as well in the Unibet sponsored mile. I think that gets in just down the bottom of the weights. If this was 7 furlongs, then wouldn't be around about an 8-1 shot in this. It's up from his last 2 races over 7 furlongs, up to a mile today. I think he's got a good chance. He's got a good draw down the foot of the weight, 8-1. And 1 Highway Grey at Pontefract. I was very impressed. He's won 2 of his last 3 races, both over course and distance, and I think he's got Sabona, the mare rather, to beat in that. But Highway Grey, 225. But the big race should go to Batash. But I've got a bit of value, I hope, in Invitational, Maya, Oberon, Prompting, and a Ponty Highway Grey.
Charlie, brilliant as always. Gamble aware, gamble responsibly as well. Charlie McCann, thanks very much.
Pleasure, mate. Take care. See you soon.